Tom Waits is here. Nice to have you back. Thank you for being here. You living in New York now?
Yeah, I live in here.
You lived in Los Angeles for a long time, didn't you?
Yeah, I was there for a long time.
You lived in a hotel?
I lived a lot of different places.
Did you ever live in a car in L.A.?
Well, for a brief time, I think everybody's lived in a car for...
Yeah, I think the Census Bureau has statistics now to back that up, that more and more people are living in their car.
Yeah.
Now, which do you, this is the silly question that they ask again all the time on shows, which do you prefer, L.A. or New York?
Well, I don't know. I think New York is much more confrontational. It's a great city.
Yeah.
You know,
You feel more like you're a part of this city than L.A.?
well, let's see. I lived on 14th Street. That made me feel a part of the city.
Yeah.
Right over there by the Armory, across from the Salvation Army there.
How would you describe the city?
Well, it's like a big ship, you know, and the water's on fire. You know?
Yeah. Now, we mentioned this, you were born in a cab. Now, did we establish that for a fact, or is that just me?
I have the registration here.
So you were born in a cab. Now you have kids of your own.
I do. They're heavily insured, and they're both in military school now.
How old are they?
My boy's older than me.
How would a thing like that happen?
I don't know how that
That's
happened.
a mix-up.
I swear, we're looking into it now.
And your other child is a daughter?
She's a little girl.
Yeah. And what were your parents like, Tom?
My father was an exhaust manifold, and my mother was a tree. No, my folks are teachers.
Yeah. And you still see your folks from time to time?
On all the big holidays, and we talk on the phone in between times.
Yeah. Now you're doing acting. You're in Cotton Club. You're in can't think the one with the Rumblefish, right? No, Ben-Hur. Yeah, that's right.
Rumblefish. I had a small part in that.
Yeah, you must enjoy that, huh?
I like it. I'm getting better at it. I think I've done a few others since then, and a picture in New Orleans with Jim Jarmusch and John Lurie and Roberto Benigni. It's called Down by Law. It's about a pimp, a disc jockey, and an Italian tourist that end up in the same prison cell together.
And I'm guessing you're the tourist.
Actually, I played the disc jockey.
Yeah.
I got to wear a hairnet, and it was really...
You enjoyed that. And now you're taking one of your songs and turning it into a... Is it a play or a musical?
It's a play. Well, it's a musical. It's kind of a cross between the Love Machine and the New Testament. It's kind of it's a musical play.
And what is it based on? Which song of yours is it based on?
Frank's Wild Years. And I'm doing it in Chicago.
When do you start that?
April 22nd. We go into rehearsal. Terry Kinney is the director. It's a Steppenwolf. This sounds like an advertisement. But it's a Steppenwolf is the theater company.
And what can you tell us about it? What is the story? What's the premise? What are we talking about?
Well, it's about an American psychopath who goes off, who plays the accordion and goes off to Las Vegas and ends up in Bloodstained, Texas, and other places, New York, and it's about an American dreamer.
Yeah.
And,
so it sounds like the perfect show for out-of-towners when it comes to Broadway.
A lot of girls, a lot of music, a lot of action. You're gonna love it.
Okay, and let me ask you a question about the cover of your album here. By the way, is the album doing well for you?
It's doing very well. I toured in Europe for 2 months, and I played in New York at the Beacon. I did real good here. And the record's doing good.
Who are these people on the front?
Well, they're from Hamburg. It's his name, I believe, is Rosicrucian, and her name's Lily, and it's from a place in Hamburg, a bar in Hamburg.
Just folks who hang out in Hamburg.
Just plain folks.
We're going to do a commercial, and then you're going to play us off the air. Is that all right with you, Tom?
I'll play out of town.
All right, great to see you. Great to see you again. We'll be back.